So you think he's guilty by association, right?
No, I, Sean Hannity, here's my answer, would never sit on a board with a guy that bombed our Pentagon or our Capitol. And I want to know, wait. Why does Barack Obama sit on a board with, why did he stay, knowing with his past, why did he be friends?
It's absolutely vital that you take it to Obama, that you hit him where it hits. It's a softball. We have the good Reverend Wright. We have Plager. We have all of these shady characters that have surrounded him. I am begging you, sir. I'm begging you. Take it to him.
Now about the issue that was raised, because it's been a little confusing to me as I tried to sort it out here. To get straight here, you're not taking home $250,000 now, am I right?
No, not even close.
And you were asking about the prospect, the hope that someday you would make $250,000, and you were saying you didn't want that to be taxed?
Well, exactly. I mean, not that I don't want to be taxed. You have to be taxed, but...
Oh, my goodness. Evidently not for you, buddy, because you haven't paid taxes, Samuel Joe. Welcome back in to the second set of the J. Rouse Show. And, of course, you can reach the show at the JRouseShow at live.com. The JRouseShow at live.com. So we have a lot to talk about during the second segment. Of course, you saw my buddy, Sean Punk Hannity. We're going to play that clip for you during this segment. Plus, the African-American supporter. Notice how they put African-American supporter. They want people to know that there are black folks out there who are against Barack Obama. Interesting. But before we get into that, let's recap what has happened so far. Cue the music. What we found out during the last hour, the last segment of the J. Rouse Show, is that Joe the plumber is really, his real name is Samuel Joe, the unlicensed plumber, who is a registered Republican, which he lied and said that he was an independent. He makes $45,000 a year, which he lied to Barack Obama when he told Barack that he was about to buy his boss's business. So, this guy, this stinks. This smells like a plan. It does. I wouldn't put it past the McCain campaign. I wouldn't do it. I don't care what anyone says. I think they planted this guy because he's the first person that that was mentioned in the debate the other night. The J. Rouse Show at live.com. So, it's funny that this guy, Samuel Joseph, hey, my new nickname for Joe, the unlicensed plumber, is Sam I Am. Do you like green eggs and ham? Come on, guys. Tell me this. Riddle me this. This guy, how does this guy, now he leaves his house to go meet Barack Obama. Barack Obama didn't go to his house. This guy left his house. He goes and meet Obama, has a 5-minute conversation with Barack Obama, tells Barack Obama he is about to buy his boss's business, and asks Barack Obama to explain his tax plan to him. A guy that, as you saw in the intro clip, right, doesn't even own, it makes $45,000 a year. So how can you buy your boss's business and you're not even a licensed plumber? I mean, I would think that the owner of the business should at least be licensed. But look, we're giving Joe too much time. Joe has his 15 minutes of fame. The McCain campaign planted that guy there, and there's nothing you're going to say that's going to convince me of that. So now let's talk about this African-American McCain supporter that stood up and asked John McCain to take it to Barack Obama. This guy actually is a radio talk show host. They invited this guy on CNN, and take a look at this clip, and we'll talk on the other side.
Well, let's talk with James T. Harris about this. He joins us live from Milwaukee. We've also got Shelley Winter with us here in Atlanta. Well, Shelley, do you think it's unfair the way James has been treated and the fact that he's been getting such, I mean, it's pretty cruel, some of these
let me say
emails.
this.
I've seen them.
Let me say this, Kira. I'm an African-American conservative as well. I just happen to support Barack Obama. I repudiate anybody that would call James out of his name because of his political views. Where I think James is sold out, I think James is sold out on his principles as a conservative. Actually, you know, James calls himself a conservative, but he supports the least conservative candidate that the Republican Party can put up for the presidency. That's the first thing. The second thing, he's supporting a candidate in John McCain who has voted for the least Republican and conservative administration that has ever walked the face of the earth, which is the Bush administration. We've had increase in spending, which is non-conservative. We've had an increase in government intrusion in our life, which is non-conservative. Can I finish talking, sir?
No, you can't.
We've had a non-conservative administration, and here's a guy that has sold out his conservatism, not his race. I mean, I have no parts with that, because the fact of the matter is, if you're the same people that are calling him Uncle Tom and all these names are the same black people who say they don't vote for Barack Obama because he's black. So that's neither here nor there. But the fact is, this guy has sold out his conservatism.
I got to give James a chance. James, you know, he's saying you sold out your conservative. Please lay it out how you believe you have not done that. James, go ahead.
I am sick to death of the word sellout, and the guest just used it about 7 or 8 times. Listen, let me make this perfectly clear. I am not saying that Senator John McCain is a conservative. I am a conservative. Senator John McCain happens to be my candidate, and I have a better chance of pulling him over to my position as a moderate Republican than I do a liberal socialist. It's as simple as that.
Fair enough.
I would really appreciate it if people would just back up off of the name calling, because it gets nowhere in the dialogue.
Okay, well, let me say this. Let me say this. Right now,
that's okay. Just let James
go
ahead and make your point, James.
Listen, here's what I'm telling you. When I'm tired of coming on this station and getting this type of treatment. I told you before I came on, I'm all for back and forth. I'm all for dialogue, but I'm not for name calling. You have never, outside of calling someone a liberal or socialist, what they are, I don't call people who vote for Barack Obama names. That is their choice. I am making my choice as a free American, and I'm sick to death of liberals coming on bashing me because of my choice as a man.
First of all,
I am a man that can make a choice, and I am sick and tired of people bleeding all over me because of their insecurities. You are insecure, man. Don't tell me what I am.
First of all, sir. Let me say
nothing. I'm done.
Oh, wow, he's leaving. Well, Kira, let me say this. Let me say this. The fact of the matter is, the insult is level.
Oh, him feelings got hurt. Big baby. You know, I think this guy, you know, he knew if he stood up at a John McCain rally and said all those things about Barack Obama, that the cameras would follow him, he would get immediate stardom. This guy is not dumb. He may be a Republican, and I can respect that, but I think he did this for media attention. Now, let me say something here real quick, because we're running out of time on this segment. I don't have a problem with African American people voting for John McCain. I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. You know? But then again, I don't have a problem with African American people voting for Barack Obama because he's African American. I can give them a pass this time, because it's not like you know, in this nation's history we've ever had a choice for African American as a presidential candidate. So listen, I can give them a pass, but I don't have a problem with brothers who want to vote for John McCain. You know, and so if the guy's getting hate mail because of that, then those people are ignorant. But, you know, stop with the phoniness, because the guy, you know, I'm not falling for that nonsense. He stands up and, please stick it to him, sir. Please, I beg you. And then John McCain gives him a hug, because John McCain understands the significance of that moment. He knows that people will see that. And so maybe other African-American folks will see that and think that they could vote for him as well. Ah, man. Listen, coming up, the third and final segment, we'll get an email. We'll get a couple of emails in. Plus, we'll take a look at that dinner. We didn't talk about the debate. Man, we don't have a lot of time. We'll talk to you third set coming up on the J. Rouse Show.